Hi everybody, it's Claire. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a what's in my freelance makeup kit video, and a lot of you guys have been asking for this, so I thought on this gloomy day that is not very good for filming makeup tutorials, I thought I would dive in and show you guys the gist of what I bring on site, what I rely on. I love watching these videos. I learn so much from them, and if you are an aspiring makeup artist, I hope you guys get a lot of use out of this video. So I'm gonna dive right in because there's a lot to cover. What I typically bring on site to a client's house, or if I'm doing a wedding, I will bring a tote bag like this. I've been using this one for years, so it is really beat up and I just love it. Then I use this makeup case that I got from L'Oreal, but I also have another one from Sephora. I just really love these cases. They are like my little briefcase that I bring along to work with me. What I always bring to help me stay organized, especially mentally, there's a lot of different clients to remember what I do, especially if I'm doing a trial for a wedding. I want to be able to write down everything I do on that client, so I bring a notepad or a notebook and I just write down their names, the date, and then I write down everything we do in the sessions. My most prized possession, I think, in my entire makeup artist career is my brush belt. This has been my favorite purchase ever since becoming a makeup artist, and it has been the best use of my money. $15 for this brush belt from BH Cosmetics. I got this about 4 years ago and it has held up so well. You can hold so much in this brush belt as well, and it really just helps me feel professional, stay organized, because I can really pack this in with a lot of brushes to be able to accommodate larger size groups. I'm not going to go through every single brush, but I will just say some of the brands that I carry in here. I have MAC, I have Sigma brushes, I have Real Techniques brushes, I have e.l.f. brushes. In the beginning, I remember feeling like I just had to buy MAC, which is so not true. There are so many good quality and affordable brush brands now. I've noticed over the years, just they're getting better and better and more affordable. So I can link a lot of my favorites down below, as well as all the other products that I'm gonna probably mention in this video. I'm just gonna cut across the surface of my top favorites so that I don't bore you guys, and that I also just am getting you the best of what I have. Another tip I have for when you use your makeup brushes. Say you are doing a large group party for a bridal session. So what I do is I actually bring a separate brush roll, but you can just bring anything. You can bring a bag, just something so that you can differentiate which brushes you use that are dirty and then which ones are still clean, so you can continue to use for your other clients. So I bring this and I just stick them in. This is from my last appointment. I use these brushes, so I just pop them in these slots so that I know to clean them. It seems like a simple thing, but it really just makes a difference with your time and also with sanitation. So that's really nice. Also in this tote bag, I do bring my own paper towels. I actually have noticed a lot of the times if I go to a client's site and they're in a hotel, or if they're in a situation where there aren't paper towels so that I can properly clean my brushes. And then I also always bring some sort of mint or gum in my bag. Also, I've noticed people really appreciate if you're giving them a mirror to see the work you've done, using a nice large size mirror that's instead of the one that's in usually a makeup compact that are too small. You want them to really be able to appreciate and admire the work you do. So I just like to have this, and I've noticed people just like that. Instead of a tiny mirror, you want them to really be able to see the steps you've done. I always carry Neutrogena makeup wipes in case I do need to clean off the makeup that they already have on, or if I do the eye makeup first and then just want to wipe away the bottom. Some other products that are definitely must-haves in your kit is a brush cleaner. This is the Citrus Brush Cleaner by Sephora. I've talked about this before and I just really like it. It smells clean, and I think it makes you feel like your brushes are clean with the smell, and it just does a really good job of removing all that dirt and bacteria out of the brushes. Also bring the Clinique eye makeup remover to go with the wipes, and then I bring a bottle of alcohol, the cleansing kind, not vodka, to help clean off my lipsticks, my eyeliners, my lip liners. And again, you want to use your paper towel to also do this. It's going to sanitize everything. I have a little pair of scissors that is also, I think, a really important thing to carry, because you don't want to always ask people when you're cutting their false lashes if they have their own scissors, and it just looks better if you have everything already. You don't need to ask to borrow anything. And then I also carry this little clip in case you need to put their hair out of the way. Sometimes a client will have bangs and she'll just have to it'll just get in the way of you performing the best you can. So I just have this little clip to hold back their hair when you're applying the makeup. I highly recommend sprays, especially for times when you're in a rush and you're maybe doing a large group party. I use the Smashbox primer water, which as you can see, I love. I go through this stuff. I do it before the makeup, during the makeup. It just stays, keeps the skin really hydrated and keeps the makeup looking fresh. Then I always finish off setting the makeup with the All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray. This is one of my all-time makeup artist faves, personal faves, and it just holds that makeup, especially for brides who have a long day, and your client will be very happy to know that her makeup lasted all day, all night long with this stuff. So sprays are a really efficient way to get your job done if you are in a time crunch. There's so much stuff to talk about. Okay, eyeshadows. I think this was the most excited I was about becoming a makeup artist. My favorite purchase to get. It's like all the eyeshadows to get, and there's so many colors. And the first way I started out, I built a MAC eyeshadow palette, which was so big to do like 6 years ago, building it out, and it still is, because you can get such a wide range of neutrals, of deep dark shades for smoky eyeshadow. This is a great way to have everything you need in one space, so it's all consolidated, but this option is a little more expensive, and now it's times going by, there's more makeup brands that are doing similar concepts, but for a fraction of the price. And the one I want to talk about is Makeup Geek, which I learned about over the last 2 years, and I have been a huge customer of. And they have the same concept, using the Z palette and building out your eyeshadow palette with magnetized eyeshadows. And these are a quarter of the price of MAC eyeshadows. I have 2 palettes of these, and it's a lot more affordable than MAC. So this is another option if you want to have a wide range of eyeshadow colors to accommodate your clientele, then this is a really good option as well. Another 2 eyeshadow palettes I am a frequent user of, and I know my clients love. It is the LORAC Pro palette. I love the first one. I beat this up. I love it. It's my ride or die, and the eyeshadows are a mix of mattes and shimmers. You want to be able to have different textures because people have different styles. Some people don't like shimmers, some people don't like matte. A recent purchase is the Morphe palette. This is so affordable. This is probably the cheapest eyeshadow I own, eyeshadow palette that I own. You kind of get everything you need in this, and most of the time I need neutrals in my kit, so any more neutrals to add to my kit is always great, and always welcome to join the family here. I have false eyelashes that range from individual lashes to a dramatic lash, and I have a couple pairs of each. I have medium intensity, I have a natural intensity for those women who don't want something super strong or heavy on the eyelash. Then I have very dramatic in here. I think the most important thing is just to have something for everybody in here, for every type of style, and then you'll be good to go. And here are all my favorite lip products that I rely on, and just to name a few, I have, again, quite a bit from MAC because I worked there over the years, and ones that I use a lot are Cherish, Jubilee, Hug Me is another one that is a luster, Russian Red, I always carry a red or an orangey red or an orangey tone. You want to make sure you have every color for every style because each person is so different. Brave, so just making sure you're covered in all your textures and colors between your lipsticks, then you're going to be good to apply. You can also mix colors to get the perfect shade for a client as well. Now I'm going to open up the makeup case. We're gonna just dive right into everything. I'm gonna show you guys what's most important, and I always have this at the top of my kit, which hand sanitizer is my number one. I think I go through these like crazy. I'm constantly sanitizing my hands before appointments, in between appointments. I have a small little drugstore sharpener. I have one that has a dual with the larger size pencil and a smaller size. You use this for lip pencils, eye pencils. And then another important way to stay sanitary is by using disposable mascara wands. And mascara wands, you'll probably use 2 to 3 every time you apply someone's mascara, because you aren't going to ever re-dip in your mascara wand, because that's what's going to create the bacteria. It's always going to be a one-time dip and no re-dipping with the same wand. So I just get the bulk order on Amazon. It's very cheap that way, and you get so many. Like, I have them randomly all throughout my apartment. Then I always have mascara that is waterproof, and then I have some that's not waterproof in case someone for some reason says they don't, but typically on a wedding day when I'm doing someone's makeup, they are gonna cry. I have all the waterproof. I love, if you guys watch my ride or die makeup video, you're gonna notice I'm talking about some of the ones that I mentioned in that video. The Inglot number 77 Black Gel Liner is the most long wearing and intense black gel eyeliner I've ever tried. I also really love the Bobbi Brown one too, in case you don't want something as intense. And then you always want a brown option too, in case someone wants a more low-key eyeliner look. I also have the Kat Von D tattoo liner. That's really good to go over the lash band in case, you know, the glue isn't really cooperating. And I have the Revlon lash glue. This is my favorite lash glue to apply on other people. So now I'm going to talk about the brows. I have 2 eyebrow palettes from NYX, and if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend these. These were like the cost of literally what I just paid for parking outside. This is the taupe shade, so you get 2 colors for more blonde clients, and then this is the brunette shade, and you're really covered between these. And I love that it has wax in them too, in case you need to set the eyebrow. I used this for a really long time, and I still use it. I built a customized palette from MAC so that I have shades for blonde hair, and then I have darker shades for brunette to darker hair. So again, that's just another option. You can always use eyeshadow as brow powder if you need to. If you're kind of in a pinch and you're trying to save some money, you can use a brunette shade. You just want to make sure it matches the hair color well. And up here I have some single blushes that I use quite a bit. Some of my favorites are MAC's Melba, and this one is Fleur Power for more pink tone, Peaches, and this one is Prism. I also have more in that built out palette that I did from Makeup Geek and from MAC. There's more in there. Honestly, investing in your makeup kit, I've learned, is definitely a marathon and not a sprint. It always feels like you just want to buy everything at once. You got to be patient with it, and it'll come, and just do your research so you really know you're putting your money towards good products. So I'm a big proponent of the MAC Studio Sculpt foundation, so I do have quite a bit of these. I'm also a huge fan of Clinique Even Better foundations. This is a little bit more of an investment, but if you have a clientele with more mature skin. So what I did a year ago, I bought the entire line of LA Girl concealer, and you can get the entire line on Amazon, and I believe I have 16 shades in here, but I have every shade I could possibly need for a client, and these are beautiful concealers. And if I don't have the exact color for someone, I know within the range of all the colors I get from this collection, I can make work on a client. So this altogether was so affordable, getting the 16 in bulk, and I've found this to be probably one of the best moves I've made as a makeup artist to invest in these. And honestly, it is not even breaking the bank. I want to say it was between $50 and $60, maybe even less than that, for all 16 colors, which is just really great, because there are palettes like the Bobbi Brown foundation palette, but I believe that's like $250 for the entire bookcase of foundations, and it's like you only get a little bit. So I don't know, I just could never justify that. These look gorgeous on the skin and have just really worked for me, and I wanted to share that tip with you guys. So that is gonna, I think, cover mostly everything. I mean, if you guys want a more specific area of me to talk about with my makeup kit, for instance, more about the brushes, more about color matching, or just questions about me as a makeup artist in general, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. This has been so fun for me to share with you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.